Hello, welcome to this Meiosis screencast. My name is Fred. Online I use the nickname Fox Donut. In the previous screencast, we looked at structuring an application with model, actions, and views. We created an actions object from the update callback and provided functions to respond to browser events and update the model. Now that's fine, but you can see here that we have two concerns that are both included in the actions. Dealing with the browser events, possibly needing to prevent a default, and updating the model. So we might like to decouple these two concerns. In other words, we want the code that updates the model to be separate from the code that deals with browser events. This will make the model updates easier to reuse and test, and the actions can also perform other tasks, for example, AJAX requests, before calling the model update functions. So what we'll do is we'll create an updates object from the update callback. Now this looks very similar to what we previously had, except we no longer deal with browser events. This code only focuses on performing the model updates. Having extracted that code out of the actions, which now take the updates object as a parameter, deal with the browser events. They translate the event to, for example, the target value that needs to be used for updates, and also preventing defaults where appropriate. View functions do not change at all. They still get the actions object as a parameter and call the functions on that object. For the Meiosis setup, the only thing we need to change now is that we just have to create our actions object from the updates object that we create in turn from the update callback. Then we pass the actions to the view function. So you can see that we can separate the code that updates the model from the code that handles browser events and performs other actions. The advantage here is that we're decoupling these concerns, and somewhat of a drawback is that there is a bit more code that we need to write. As with all structures that I demonstrate, there is no right or wrong answer. I'm just trying to show different approaches, and you can choose the approach that you like best. That's it for this screencast. Thanks for watching.